Steve from Lakeshore RV Center. Just going to do a walkthrough orientation on your Cougar 22 RBS. We'll start on the outside here, work our way to the inside, and then if there's anything I missed, which is probably likely, or you have questions, you can reach me at 231-736-9162. So starting on the outside, obviously we have the flip up stairs. When you're gonna stow these inside, make sure that the door is opened all the way. These take almost the whole width of the door, so if it's out a little bit, obviously it's gonna catch on the door there. So make sure that's all the way open. It is adjustable. The pin right here, so if you need to adjust the height of the stairs there, you can go ahead and adjust the feet. Right here you have your cable and satellite output. If you want to hook a TV up out here, you can do that right there. And then just a 110 outlet next to that. Towards the top you do have two outside speakers. Those are on their own zone, and that's selected by the stereo on the inside. I'll show you that when we get to the inside. Your pass-through storage right here, you do have your sewer hose and your from 30 amp to 15 to plug this in at home right here. So you can go ahead and plug that in at home. Your in command behind this is all the automotive circuit breakers, and then also to manually operate, if the in command panel fails, you can operate the slide outs and the awning right behind there. There's a switch and a button to do that. So we go around to the front, you have your deep cycle battery up front. That's a 12 volt, 230 pound propane tanks. You have your power tongue jack at the top right here. If you pull that off, there is a crank to manually crank that up and down. If you lose battery power or if something fails with it, you can manually crank it. The on off button, that is for the light underneath. It doesn't have to be on to use this right here, okay? Retract, obviously, down, extend to bring it up. As we walk around to the other side here, we've got the pass-through storage, and on the inside of this, you have a battery disconnect. You have extend and retract ×2, that is for your front and rear stabilizer jacks. And then the switch right here, if we turn this on, that's going to be for the lights. These LED lights on both sides right there. So you can keep those on if you'd like to do that. Otherwise, to shut them off, and it's just right there. You have, next to that, it does have solar prep. So if you want to get a solar panel, they'll plug right into that. That'll help maintain the batteries. And then next to the solar right there is the stocking station. Open this up, and right here you've got for an outside shower, that is the blue coil hose right over there. We'll plug in, and then you have hot cold water. And then below that is for the black tank flush right there. Hook a hose up there, and then what will happen is when you turn the water on, it will jet out the black tank, so any sewer in there, it'll help discharge that. So make sure when you hook that up and going to use that black tank flush that the black valve is open. Otherwise what will happen is there's nowhere for that water and sewer to go except for up through the toilet. So make sure that that's open when you're using the black tank. Next to that you have, this is for the fresh water fill. You can see right here, for the tank fill, that's the position it's in. If you move that down, that'll be for city water. So if you're at a campsite that has water on it, you'll move it down to city, because you're not going to fill the tank. You'll just run off the city water. That's right there. Close that back up. We make our way around towards the back here. You have this right here is your exhaust for the furnace. That will get hot when the furnace is going. Above that is the access panel for the refrigerator. Really nothing you would need to do there. That would just be for service. Gray paint, black tank. As we look underneath, you can see right there the handles for the gray and for the black, and then the discharge right there. So like I was telling you, with the black tank flush, you want to make sure that handle, that valve is open when you're using that. Next to that is your 30 amp cord. It's about 20 feet, 22 feet. Got that plugged in right now. And as we walk around, spare tire, just below that is 2-inch receiver hitch for a bike, rated up to 300 pounds. Up towards the top, it is prepped for a Furrion backup camera or observation camera. If you're looking to get one of those, your best bet right now would be to find it on Amazon. Next to that, you've got your ladder, full walkable roof, so feel free to go up there and do any maintenance that needs to be done. Check the caulking up on the roof, around the vents. That's always a good idea to do. And then next to that is the key TV. So if you're at a park that has cable, that's where you'll hook up the cable, or if you have satellite, that'll hook up there. It's behind its own little lock box, and it just moves right out of the way. So you can go ahead and run the cable through there. Coming back around, you do have a 6-gallon gas electric hot water heater. That is all controlled from the inside here. I'll show you where that's at. As we go into the camper, you'll notice just down to the left, this is for your circuit breakers and your 12-volt fuses. There's the panel right there. Next to that, you have the propane gas detector. And then the main board right here, this is for the in command. Go ahead and turn it on. Excuse me. The default password is going to be 4 zeros. So 0000. And then from here, we're going to be able to control our heating and cooling. Turn that. We've got it on cool. It's set at 72. It's 68 degrees inside the camper. That's what the zone is. It is taking that temperature reading from right up there, that little circle. So have it set there. You can adjust the temperature up or down. Next mode, you can go to heat. If you want to do that, set at 70. We really don't want that to kick on, so we'll turn that down. Shows the source, which is gas. That's what your furnace is going to be. Cool thing is you can do automatic. So if you set it at 67, here, just like this, it's going to know if it's too hot or too cold in here, and it's going to kick on the AC right now, which just happened, to get it down to 67 degrees from the 68. So you can just keep it on automatic and it will figure itself out. From there, you can turn it off and that'll shut everything off. As the AC has cycled for just a little bit. It says rear AC. There is no front AC. It says right there, if I try to do it, there is no more pages available. So everything's done through the rear AC. You can go back or go to home, either button. Lights, so if we want to turn on you got bedroom lights, ceiling lights, turn on the bedroom lights up there, ceiling lights right there, and then awning light, that's going to be underneath the awning right there to turn those off and on. Going back, next we have slide out. Dinette slide, that's our only slide out on this, in and out, pretty self-explanatory. As with the awning, in and out, that's all controlled right here. And then you have your settings. So as far as settings, Bluetooth, if you're going to sync your phone to it, download the app. That's the Global Connect in command app. Wi-Fi, if you're going to hook it up to Wi-Fi, time and date to do that. The reason you'd want to do that is you can schedule the heating and cooling on it. Passcode to change that. So that's all done right through here. Down on the bottom, it shows you the volts of the battery. Water pump, if you want to turn that off and on. Hot water heater, click on that. It will give you the option. It's on off right now. If you want gas or electric, you would just click whatever one you want to select on that. And then interior lights. So you can just turn them off. You just hit that button right there. Boop. It'll turn on the lights. Now, obviously, there's a few underneath that you'll need to turn on and in the slide out there as well. As we go into the coach here, you have your Furrion stove right here. This is a 3-burner stovetop on it. See how that's controlled by the 3 switches here. This is an igniter. You can kind of see the spark on it right there. That's to ignite the burners. And then over here, this is for the oven to adjust the temperature on that. On the end here, that is just some backlighting if you want to do that. That's what that button's for there. And then this is a glass stove top on it, and it's nice. It will lay flat on there. Turn that off. Faucet, pretty self-explanatory. It does a pull out, which is nice. And then you have the selector right on the back there, hot, cold water. And then that Furrion stereo I was telling you about with the different zones. See zone 1, zone 2, you do have speakers on the inside here. So those are a separate zone from the outside speakers. And then you have your TV right there. Remotes are going to be in the drawer there. You do have outlets up there by the bed to plug a phone in, by the nightstand. Smoke detector right there. That is takes a 9-volt battery. And then this dimmer switch right here. That's for your slide out. You do have heat and massage on the chairs. And then to recline, there's the lever right there to pull to recline them. Fridge is going to be gas electric. This is an 8 cubic foot Dometic fridge. Turn it on. That's normal. You can turn on gas, or you can just keep it on auto. I would say keep it on auto. That way when you're plugged into electric, it will switch over to electric. When you unplug it, will go over to gas. So obviously, if you're going to be traveling down the road, you want your fridge to work. It's going to run off gas. Make sure the gas valves are open. And then as we go into the bathroom here, you've got the shower. In travel mode, this would be shut. And then just bungeed over, just like so, to keep that shut. Your ground fault outlet is right there, so if you're having issues with any of your outlets, check this, make sure it's not popped out. If it is popped, just go ahead and reset it. If it pops again, then obviously there's an issue that needs to get checked out. But just to troubleshoot if there's outlets that aren't working, to check that. And then your commode on this is a foot flush. Go ahead and just push down, that it will open right there, and then water will also come out when it's filled with water and you have your water pump on. But that is going to be just a good general overview of the camper here, guys. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me at 231-736-9162. And I do appreciate your business, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.